Hi, my name is Amanda Rocha. I am an estate planning and probate attorney in California, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to determine where your loved one's trust is. Before I get into that, I want to give you my contact information. You can find me on my website at www.amandarocalaw.com. You can comment down below if this platform allows you to do that, or you can find me on social media at Amanda Rocha Law. The reason I want to talk to you today about finding your loved one's trust is because I oftentimes get inquiries on my website or otherwise saying, I know my parents had a trust. I don't know where it is. Can you help me find it? What do I do here? How do I proceed? This is generally after someone's passed away, but sometimes it's when someone is incapacitated or it's nearing that time where they're about to pass away, and it's not always easy to determine what your loved one had and where they kept it and what to do. So first of all, the most important thing that you should know about trusts is that there's no magical database. They're not stored somewhere or kept somewhere. There's no way that I can look up whether or not some other attorney drafted a trust for someone. And there's no place that we file them or keep them. It's not like having a trademark that can be looked up. That being said, that doesn't mean that I can't necessarily help you find it, but I think you can probably help yourself better than I could help you. And here's how. So at least in some counties, you can contact the bar association of that either greater area or county. So for example, in California, Sacramento Bar Association is not just Sacramento County, it's a little bit larger than that. And same with some other counties. So you might Google, just look into where is the nearest bar association where your family member lived and passed away, and contact them. Sometimes they will send out an email blast to their estate planning and probate attorneys who are part of the bar and say, hey, I have a family member of so-and-so looking for their trust. Have you done this? I belong to a couple of bar associations where I get those emails sometimes. So I think that's a great idea, great place to look if you don't know where the documents are. That brings me to my second point, which is where are they stored? That's completely up to your family. They could be digital or they could be hard copy. You're going to want original hard copies if you can find them. But if you are coming up short on looking through their actual documentation, try looking on their digital files if you have access. If they have a safety deposit box and you have a key or access, definitely check there. But beyond that, if there is a trust and nobody can find it and you don't know who it is, there's very little you can do. You don't know who the trustee is. There's very little you can do. You might try and cold call a few attorneys in the area, especially if it's a smaller area and there weren't very many estate planning attorneys there anyway. That wouldn't hurt, but it's a fishing game at that point. So then what do you do when someone passes away? You think that they have a trust, but you can't find it. Well, you have to file probate then. And in that case, anybody who could potentially be a beneficiary will be notified, and you will have to publish notice in a local newspaper about probate. And hopefully, if there is a trustee, especially if it's a professional fiduciary or something like that, they will contact you and let you know. But if it's someone who's within the family and maybe let's say you don't have great contact with them, if they're notified, then they have a duty as a trustee to let everybody know that there is a trust and documentation that way. So long story short, there's no simple way to find a trust. There are many different ways you can look. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Again, you can find me on my website, www.amandarocalaw.com. You can comment down below with additional questions, or you can find me on social media at Amanda Rocha Law. Thank you.